Let's hope this is working. One second. Sorry about that. Had to get my chat working. I will ban you, Spencer. Well, are you even double watching the stream on YouTube? Gotta make me that non-existent money. Also, next time I do this, I'm going to have Stream Decker working. The problem is that Stream Decker only allows you to export from Magic Online. So I'd have to manually create the deck lists in order to do it. Which I didn't feel like. Good old frickin' mono red. Dirtiest deck in the game, as always. And I've even got food to eat. If I were a good streamer, I'd have a mute key set up so you couldn't hear me eating. And I'd be playing the game. Sure. I think I lose to Glorybringer if he has Mountain Glorybringer. But, you know, odds of that are only high. Oh, what? I I forgot that was in this set. Hmm. Oh, well, that's just, yeah. Oh boy. Why does that button exist? Yeah, dude. Loading screen tips in this are almost as good as vanilla WoW. Also, I'm kind of surprised like none of the vampire decks I was finding online run this card, because those Sworn Vampire is actually sweet. Fuck. Actually casting Sensor. Hey, just because my deck's trash doesn't mean anything. I mean, this deck can be fast, but I don't like own any of the good 1-drops. So I have like 1 and 2 ofs of like 8 different 1 and 2 drops instead of good cards, as the stream title suggests. Yeah. Getting Maverick Fane out when he's tapped out is pretty important. Also, he's playing blue-black, so he doesn't have the best removal for Maverick Fane. Wait, this is Derek I'm talking... Oh, I thought you were Spencer the whole time. I don't know how to read names. Hey, Derek, you're watching the stream, too. I'm the best friend ever. Don't leave me. What? So this guy's playing like super budget blue-black control, it seems. Only card is a graveyard. Yeah. So I guess here we assume the counter spell and get the Call to the Feast countered, and next turn we slam the Radiant Destiny and win the game.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Click the banner or visit buyatoyota.com for more details. Toyota, let's go places. Good times begin.
There we go.
Refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's brewed with real iced tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Unwind with a twist. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hey there, I'm a glue stick.
Oh fuck, that's really bad.
So sorry for being jealous of Geico, who
Oh,
does a ton
shouldn't
more.
even made that attack.
24/7 access to thousands of licensed agents, and Geico has been around for over 75 years and has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. While I've just got mediocre adhesive skills, Geico
Well,
also has an award-winning mobile app.
This isn't going too well. Mainly because he's countered like every important thing I've played so far. And I don't have good enough cards to actually just force my way through his counters. So, you know.
And at the Home Depot, you save even more. Save up to 15% in bulk discounts on select pro-grade products from top brands like 3M, Loctite.
Well, don't counter me, bro.
You work hard for your money. You shouldn't have to work hard to save it. Up to 15% in bulk discounts on select pro-grade products. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. See store for details.
Opting to try to find a negate. That's bold. Got it. That's probably game. Because he isn't even one turn away from slamming, like, whatever his finisher is if it's not Scarab God. And his deck looks too budget to be running Scarab God, so it's probably over. I was so scared, and then he cycled a desert. Is the music really quiet? I mean, I assumed you just... I mean, I'm not in Discord. I could just join Discord so you people don't have to listen to my awful music. There we go.
Hi.
Hi. Ooh. I mean... Nah, it's not worth the remove. What is it?
What's going on? A whole lot of nothing. People are playing Dota 2, and I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Derek, are you even double watching me on YouTube and Twitch to give me that double money?
Excuse me, you're
Are you
streaming on
insinuating
Twitch
you
or
make
no,
money off
YouTube?
of either of those sites?
Yeah, I'm not making money. You got me. But yes, I am double streaming. I do have restream because I like to get worthless things that I don't need. Huh. The hell is he going to copy with this? Is he just going to get another Sailor Means for another frickin' treasure token?
Aaron, what program are you using to display the music?
Snip.
Snip. Ew.
Yeah. Snip basically reads pretty much any music program on your computer and outputs it as a text file, and then you just have OBS display the text file.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too, but I'm using a program called SMG.
Dude, look at that unknown token he made. Wow. At least we get to know what the default shit looks like in this game. I guess that's what happens when you
Oh, man.
That's
exile the
pretty
token.
unknown, I
tree.
gotta say.
Sacrifice this artifact at 1 mana. Dude. All
I,
he needs
wait,
now is
5, 6,
Clue,
7, 8.
and he will
Yeah.
have the deck cycling deck he always wanted.
I guess we're just gonna get that ascend going so I can have my vigilance. Ah, guess what they didn't do, Spencer?
What?
Not put mayo on my sandwich.
Dicks, time to stop going to Wendy's.
Yep, never going to Wendy's again. So where do you want to go next time?
Jack in the Box. The food
Deal.
The food's way better at Jack in the Box, right?
Eh.
What are you
See,
talking
only I think that.
Spencer, even you're not that dumb.
What's this guy at? Yeah, this is close to lethal. Oh wait, no, he's playing control. He's just gonna counter this. Pfft. Never mind. Yeah, this guy's playing some like super budget blue-black control. Either that or he's drawn like the really bad half of his deck. What? The two pieces of bacon on the sandwich are like legitimately fused together. What did he just do? Moment of craving? This guy's really dedicated to trying to draw us out. But I'm fairly certain he doesn't have a single board clear.
You think they're gonna put Brawl or whatever mod or standard commanders?
I actually would be amazed if they don't. I think at least part of the reason that they created Brawl is to have a second or a third game mode in this, because there's just going to be draft and standard, and I think they wanted to make like a third game mode to use here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many cards has this
Brawl
guy drawn?
looks interesting, but I really wish
Yeah.
it was just Ixalan forward, or rather Dominaria forward, instead of it cycling.
Yeah, I can agree. I like the change of allowing any planeswalkers your commander, and I actually think that if the Commander Rules Committee was smarter, they would go and do two things. They would allow any planeswalkers your commander, and they would look at every single uncard ever created and make a specific banned and allowed list for uncards.
Aaron, is that an enchantment?
I think
that
the
you
problem with
played
allowing
for Exile?
commanders or allowing
Yeah.
planeswalkers to be your commanders is the fact that you're allowed to attack them individually.
True. That does create some problems. But then again, like, I don't know. Having a Planeswalker as the commander and role-playing is instead of, like, that's a friend I'm summoning, that's me, is kind of cool. You know? It does create some problems, and there's a lot of Planeswalkers that'd be super broken as your commander, so then they'd have to bring back the old these cards can be used in the 100 but not as your commander rule, and people didn't like that rule because it's confusing. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like I don't think playing your commander, using its +1 twice, and then being able to just stack it for its ult and then playing it again is a very
Yeah.
good mechanic.
There's a lot of commanders that just playing it using its minus ability like 2 times, then playing it again over and over would get really out of hand as well. It's, I don't know.
I think the negatives of allowing planeswalkers as commanders outweighs the positives 100%.
God, eating while playing this game's hard. Oh, this hand's like abysmal. I shouldn't have kept this actually. Now that I look at it. Hey, I better draw a land next turn.
Land, come on, easy peasy. Murder of the Dusk.
Better be a land. Ah, baby. I'm not going to spoil it whether or not I got a land for you guys. Well, I'll tell you a secret. I got a land.
Whoa. You fucking nailed your stream the way, by the way.
He cycled cast out. Really? Huh.
Well, obviously.
I have a
Queen's Commission is the right play here.
yeah. I guess just... Wait, I don't have... No, I don't have Maverick Fan. Yeah. I think here it's just going to be fucking Lottery Town who draws their better cards. Because he seems to be playing a very similar deck to me. Because, like, the fucking... Yeah, he's running basically the same deck. The MLG net deck, whatever you want to call it, version of this deck runs 3 cast outs, I believe. I run 1 because I only own 1. Yeah. The fact that he cycled 1 this early kind of implies he has a lot in the deck. Actually, nah, not going to block. I can gain that life back.
Aaron's streaming, get out of here. You're gonna ruin his stream, Martin.
Streaming what?
MTGA. We're just talking about Magic.
Well, I happen to have more stuff on the board from early game and got my Radiant Destiny down when I have more stuff. Oh, baby. You've got a Legion Lieutenant. Are you interested in my Legion Lieutenant?
In other news, if you guys haven't heard yet, apparently because of Derek wanting to be a warrior, Jay says he might just roll a rogue for the upteenth.
Well, obviously.
Well, the
Rogue is
reason
only
why,
like an S tier class at everything.
well, it's just the assumption that Aaron's going to be playing a paladin. He assumes that he's still going to somehow get you to play a paladin.
I don't know if I'll be playing at all.
Derek's playing a plate user, so we would have 4 plate users. Just like Raph.
I think next turn. Well, this is really awkward because I haven't had all my land drops.
I'm assuming you don't know whether you're playing because you don't know whether Spencer's playing mage or not.
Huh?
That's
I don't want to play vanilla WoW, but I made Spencer a dumb promise to only play if he plays not mage, so I'll uphold that.
I'll settle for warlock.
Aaron, it seems like both of you are just like setting up for the one-shot turn.
But Aaron, how can I even make money for my epic mount if I can't sit in Darnassus and sell portals?
Darn it.
I think this is correct, maybe.
I think all the low levels would make money. Or all the low levels.
Well, Spencer, you've forgotten we're going to be grinding dungeons hard. Makes you so much money.
You can also sell health stones and mana stones.
Are you kidding? Who? First of all, I don't think mana stones exist yet. Second of all, who the hell buys a health stone?
That is a pretty dumb idea, Martin.
Hey, health stones are like just as good as a potion.
Do I want to play priest?
Dude, come on. The problem with priest is one of us has to go shadow because you can't have 2 healers. And then it's just...
Are you still doing that fucking dumbass?
Aaron,
You're gonna
going
roll the
power.
same class as me and I can't talk you out of it.
Well, why not? We've got to roll the same class, right?
But then when fucking True Faith Vestments drop, we're gonna fight.
So I think I'm just digging for the guy that does damage when I attack here so I can actually kill my opponent. Yes, this deck is super budget. The good version runs 2 Duresses in the sideboard, so I was like, well, looks like I'm running those.
So I've been messing around with the skill talents for Hunter. And honestly, I have to say, I really like how the talent system works with Hunter. Because I've come up or devised a build that I honestly kind of like. That is pretty high damage, but it still has quite a lot of survivability against, like, gankers. And as you'd imagine, it is a marksman survival build.
Ew.
Because you don't even have to get that much in marksman to do all the best damage. The thing is, though, is I'm still getting like everything from marksman. I haven't decided what's better between I think it's like 731-13 build or a 031-20. So obviously,
if our leveling plan is actually to hit level 19, go into like dead mines until we're like level 25, and then come out quest until we're like 27 and go into fucking IS stockades.
Well, why would we not just level to level only or level only through dungeons, dude? It's just the superior way to play the game.
Dude, impossible to get yanked.
It's true. That is true. It is impossible to get ganked. Oh, 4 viewers on Twitch. I'm so popular.
Well, problem is, if we are going to do that, we have absolutely no CC other than Fear, which is the worst CC in the game.
Well, Fear's like the best. Oh, he just chose not to block? What? Thanks? I wasn't paying attention to combat there. Okay. Oh, dude, get my pack. What's going to be in it?
Open it.
It was... Oh, that's trash. I mean, oh, it's so good. I guess I got a single uncommon wild card. That's something.
You fucking... Wait, what's that fucking wild card? What?
Hmm?
What is that?
Turn into any card I want.
What?
So, assuming that you're looking at the Hunter talent tree, which you aren't.
I'm not.
Exactly.
Well, I have the mage talent tree memorized if you want to talk about that one.
No. I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna go. If I go the whole 0-31-20 build, I think I'm gonna go put 5 points into efficiency to reduce the mana cost of my shots and stings by 10%. Lethal
Mana
shot to
really
increase.
isn't a hunter's problem in my experience.
I mean, if I'm spamming things like max level multi shot, I feel like it would be.
In a raid environment, you don't do that, and that's why I say my experience.
Gotcha. Generally, though, multi shot is kind of part of your general DPS rotation, which is weird. Basically, rank 1 multi shot is your auto attack against 3 targets. So if you have like tier 4 auto multi shot, it's actually pretty good. Hawkeye to increase the range of my weapons.
Who's
improve the-
tank? It's Derek, right? Derek, you're tanking.
Derek's probably going to be tanking if he chooses warrior.
Prot sounds
otherwise,
fun.
I'll go
otherwise
Holy
Chase is
Priest.
heal.
No. I'm probably not winning this game.
Let's see.
We're
I
all
got-
rolling dwarves, right?
No.
No?
Why not?
I could name a couple reasons, but instead I'm just going to say no.
Well, if I'm doing Holy Priest, I need Fear Ward, so I'm in.
Well, you're doing Shadow Priest. I'm doing Holy.
Wrong.
Oh, we're both doing Holy? Double Holy Nova?
Don't you fucking copy my class, alright, Aaron?
This guy's hand. Oh, man, this is...
And could I ask you to just not choose the same exact thing that Spencer's?
Cancels. Yes, 3 cancels.
Hey Derek, since you know stuff about Hunter, do you want to talk to me about my Hunter build?
Sure, what'd you say?
Hunter doesn't... Martin, your build doesn't matter. Just get a good bow and a lot of agility and, like, shoot things. That's Hunter.
You said marksmanship survival. You're only going up to get increased, like, critical damage.
Martin, I'll give you my Lights Hope account with, like, a level 50 Hunter on it if you want.
I mean,
level 40 closer.
I mean that kind of doesn't matter because we're not going to be playing on that server.
If you want to, like, test your DPS, then.
Like, of course, this is a max level build, but anyway, assuming you're looking at the talent tree,
Which I'm not. We've been over that.
You're not, Eric. How do you feel about your mana cost if you are spamming abilities? Do you run out of mana?
Want to spam Arcane Shot and Barrage off cooldown? When
Oh, hey. My opponent's a moron and tapped his lands wrong. Can't cancel right now.
I never used Arcane Shot. I did spam Barrage, though.
Barrage?
Or
Isn't
not
that
Barrage. Barrage is the stupid talent name. I mean multi-shot.
Yeah. But so
he did.
So my plan, I think, is to put, I believe, 5 points into efficiency to reduce the mana cost.
That's okay.
5 points into lethal shots,
of course,
to increase the crit strike chance. 3 points into Hawkeye. A point into aim shot, and then 2 points into improved arcane shot. It's either that or I could.
No, why'd you play that swamp?
What?
It's either that
I don't
or
have
could
anything in this deck that cares about holding stuff in my hand.
Well, it's the mind games, though. You gotta make them think you have something good.
Then after that, I plan on putting 5 points into mortal shots, 3 points into barrage. I'm planning on getting scatter shot, 5 points into ranged.
How many blue sources does this guy have? 3?
And then true shadow aura.
Oh, hey, is this just lethal? Yeah, it's just lethal.
And then if I do the other 20 points in survival, I'd probably get 3 ranks into monster slaying, 3 points into humanoid slaying, 5 points into improved wing clip.
Deserts are overpowered.
What is it? 2 ranks into clever traps, 1 point in deterrence, 1 point in survivalist, 3 points in sure-footed to increase my hit chance, and 2 points into improved feign death.
Dude, in only an hour and 8 minutes, I get another quest. You guys ready to play for another hour and 8 minutes?
I'm down.
I am. This deck's not miserable to play, unlike Blue-Black Control.
Basically, I find this deck, or this, sorry, I'm kidding. Aaron's terminology.
We're
mixed up.
converting Martin, Aaron.
Hey, this is a magic channel. All right.
I feel like this build would actually provide a fair amount of utility, survivability.
Well, of course, this is the assumption that you get to 60.
Yeah. First case scenario though, I'm probably gonna level down marksmanship first, since that's most of my damage. Plus, I get like scatter shot. Scatter shot, I feel like, is fairly important. And
So-
Well, Aaron, are you ready for some epic Twitch memes?
Kerbal
So-
Space Program.
If I do play Vanilla WoW with you guys, I guess I'm gonna play Priest. I'm not doing anything on my own. I refuse to like
I've been
solo
fucking
level Priest
talking
again.
Shit, all this time about playing Priest, and you're like, "Yeah, I guess I'm playing Priest." Fucking dick.
I'm not doing anything solo. And if you guys leave me behind and don't help me level, I'm just gonna complain and not play the game.
I'm
Don't
playing
worry,
mage
that's
if you're
kind of the
playing
same
priest.
with everyone else.
I'm
Because
playing
I
mage
just
if you're
don't
playing
even
Chase.
want to play. So I'm probably not even gonna get on most days either.
but Aaron, I like your idea of playing as a holy.
Holy DPS is
Honestly.
viable.
As a paladin or as a priest?
Dude, Priest
Both.
one spec. Come on.
Both. Sick.
But yeah, I feel like sure-footed is actually fairly strong, just because the increased hit chance.
Increased hit chance is like okay.
Yeah. Well, apparently, as people have heard before, you need roughly 9% increased hit chance to never miss a ranged shot. And things like that. And since I'm getting that near the end of my leveling experience,
I mean, isn't that only against raid bosses? Isn't it much less against level 60s?
mm, if
Because
I
raid
remember-
bosses being 3 levels above you at all times is the reason that the math's so hard to get perfect hit and crit and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of has to do with that.
I forgot what was the scope that
If I
increased
remember-
hit chance and how much did it increase?
I think it was 3%.
Okay.
Yeah, if I remember, it's slightly higher because it's like 8% is for melee combatants, whereas you need like 16% if you're a caster. So there's that. Other than that, the other part of sure-footed is it reduces the or increases the chance of movement and parrying effects being resisted by 15%. So like I feel like that is also fairly nice.
Mm.
Okay, so a point of criticism is improved aspect of the Hawk in Beast Mastery is one of those things that's too good to pass up, or at least to not have at least a couple points in them.
Kinda, yeah. I
So
mean,
instead of like 2 points in Feign Death, you can probably just put them in aspect of Hawk.
yeah, that might be a way to do it. Other than that, everything else is kind of mandatory. Other than that, I thought it was really funny. I saw someone talking about a build where you can get really high crit chance with lightning reflexes, but you need something like 480 agility post buff or something like that, post temporary buffs. So it's like super hard to get there, but you can get anywhere between 40 and 50% crit chance.
Well, I'm going to be using Mongoose Elixir Perfect Gear with Perfect Enchant, Blessing of Kings, and a scroll on yourself every single dungeon, right?
No.
What?
That's like talking about like the best chance scenario.
Well, why wouldn't you? All that stuff only costs like 2 gold. Come on.
In what?
I don't know. Kronos 1.
In retail?
Well, it's probably way more in retail.
Yeah, inflation kind of messes with.
Well, Aaron,
What?
Shadow Priest outscales Hunter at Nax. So if you just want to wait for 3 years for Nax to come out, then you're viable.
Yeah, let's wait 3 years and not play for 3 years. Deal. I'm in.
I was kidnapped by Chase for him to just ask me if I wanted to play Dota.
What a bad game.
again. So
This game's just
basi-
over. I'm not winning this. Next
So yeah,
game.
basically this idea sprang up because I saw a lot of builds going 20, 31, 0, as in putting 20 points into Beast Mastery. And the way I see that, I think you can get to Intimidation. Could be wrong. Intimidation seems really strong. No, you can't. Intimidation is, I honestly, like, you would have to lose out on True Shot Aura unless if you wanted to go full Beast Mastery.
Aw, Spencer,
What?
we didn't think of the perfect build.
What?
All right.
Arcane Mage?
No, the perfect raid build.
I might get kidnapped again.
20 paladins, 20 warriors. The paladins. Oh wait, can you
Alright,
taunt?
hold on. We're not gonna level first of all in a 40-man raid, even if I was given the opportunity.
No. So wait, can you taunt something while you have blessing of protection on you?
I don't know.
So what you do is you have each paladin is paired up to a warrior, and each paladin just blessing of protection's a warrior, and then that warrior taunts the boss, and you alternate this in a circle through the 20 paladins and 20 warriors.
And by the boss, you mean the level 6 wolf, right?
Whatever makes you win, yeah.
And then you need to mix in some hunters there, all giving out True Shot Aura.
Why did so many people start playing blue-red control tonight? Deck's miserable.
So yeah, other than that, I also saw a very funny build where people were memeing about a Beast Mastery survival build. Where it's like all about being super tanky, but you lose out on so much damage from marksmanship. Like, if I remember, you go down to Intimidation, and I think you stop there. I forget.
Didn't Rift just re-come out?
What's that?
Like, basically WoW, but with slightly better graphics, I think.
I don't believe you.
I have yet to determine if it's action combat or tab targeting. But there's a bunch of people I know that are playing it.
Well,
Problem is, I think it costs money.
in your opinion, is Guild Wars 2 action combat or tab targeting?
It's the worst parts of both.
What?
Oh man, what a game.
So the perfect game then.
Sure.
I also found out a fairly interesting part of Mongoose Bite. Apparently, Mongoose Bite does
Is
not.
Mongoose Bite the thing? It's like after you dodge your parry.
Yes.
Okay.
It apparently does not take part of the global cooldown. So if you do that, you're supposed to make a macro where you do both Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite at the same time. And
Is that
supposedly,
Enigma Dragoon?
Yes.
Oh my.
Also known as I can't beat this card. Oh wait, I drew Reaver Ambush. I beat that card.
I can beat that card.
Let's hope he isn't smart enough to just cycle 2 instants and sorceries to make my Reaver Ambush not work.
I really wish for that Yu-Gi-Oh animation again.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I draw a card, but I don't remember what it does.
So yeah, this game is just sit around and hope to draw an answer to the Enigma Drake before he draws a good card. Which one do you guys think is going to happen first? Comment below. He drew a good card. Only 58 more minutes till I get another quest.
I think the other way to go, Derek, was that someone was talking about going a 7-31-13 build where they put 7 points in Beast Mastery for improved aspect of the hawk and improved revive pet. and then I think, and I could be wrong, they just got Monster Slain, Humanoid Slain. I forget what they got in the metal tier. Pretty sure it was improved Glyph and Clever Traps. But I think that was a
Oh, boy.
more.
I didn't want my mail server to be up anyway.
I'm pretty sure that had
Your
more
mail server?
Yeah,
Have you tried using a good email provider?
no.
There's your problem.
Why would I do that?
Well,
Well, you already know the Rift site's a good email. I'm trying to make an account, and instead of putting your birthday, there's just a slider for age.
or when you really, really just don't care.
Well, I'm being allowed to download it without giving my credit card, so this is looking good so far.
Did you Google whether or not you have to pay for the game? I'd suggest that.
Oh yeah, that was another build that I saw.
It's fully
like,
free to play, but you can level faster with a pass.
So there was.
It's saying that the game is better when you don't spend money.
So there was another build that I saw that I thought was kind of weird. That was you basically go all the way down marksmanship, but you don't get the keystone talent of the aura, but you go and get intimidation from Beastmaster instead.
Your question is, how long can Martin possibly talk about hunter builds?
Long fucking time, I'm assuming.
Because it's been like 3 days.
I've been like researching this.
Well,
And you're just spouting information. We understand, Martin. No worries. Authenticating? What? It wants me to go to my email? I can't do that.
I suppose the joke about it that you guys haven't said yet is Martin's finally playing a good class where
You're
all
not.
the builds are good.
Hunter is a B tier class at like every raid tier, except pre-raid Biss, where it's like moves up to an A tier class. I don't think there's a single situation in which. You know what? I'll give it leveling. Hunter's an S tier leveling class.
Hunter's an A tier awful class. Who the hell would want to play like bad Pokemon plus I need an entire bag for food and an entire bag for ammo, but at least I level faster than you.
You don't need an entire bag.
Yeah, you do. I've never played Hunter and I know everything about it, Martin.
Aaron, it's from the same people who made Shrove.
Oh, I'm not playing. I'd rather just go play Trove if you're going to make me download the Tryon launcher.
So, like, the whole thing about it, Aaron, is once you get your pet up to tier 6, it hardly ever needs food.
Nope. Whole bag for it, Martin.
I played Hunter to 40. It honestly
And?
isn't that bad.
No, Martin. He's talking about the leather bag that you get off of, like, leveling to 10. You know, the 4 slot. That big of bag.
You need the entire thing filled with food. Also, you need to constantly beg your party members for all their food.
No, you don't.
Hey, every hunter I've ever played with in a call with has.
So the joke scenario of whether Spencer's playing a mage and Aaron isn't playing at all, Spencer's mage food can feed boars.
Well, why would you pick a boar? Boars are awful.
Boars are like the best tanking pet.
Why would you tank? We're doing dungeons.
Okay. It also does fairly good damage.
It's not as good as like wind serpents or whatever because they have like their screech or whatever that thing's called.
Technically, if you want
I don't
Bats.
think wind
party
serpents have
damage,
screech.
Or is it bats? I don't know.
bats have screech.
Yeah, bats are
Wind
better.
serpents have-
You don't need a bat to screech if you already have a bear tank or warrior with demoralizing shout or roar.
But bear tanks don't, like, both of those classes don't have the extra rage to do that if they're actually tanking. You think bear tank has the time to demoralizing roar when they're like the hardest time keeping aggro in the game and they have to swipe like crazy? That global cooldown is way too important.
So in general, though, what is it? Cats typically do best damage of all the pets, but the
Until
thing about it
ZG.
is, well, even then, like, what is
Wind
it?
serpents or bats, we've been over this, Spencer.
Fuck off.
Lol.
Oh, fucking hell. What the hell is this board? I
What
can't
is
beat
it?
that.
Wolves, actually, many people say wolves, if you spec them out with all the best skills, they actually do the best damage when you consider the buffs they give to the party. Because if you can get the wolf from lower block arc spire, you can get a ferocious howl 4, which gives actually quite a lot of attack power on attack.
Yeah, but the problem with Ferocious Howl is it has a really annoying noise.
No, that's Derek's bat scream.
No, the one that the wolves do, they do like a really annoying biting sound. You've never seen a hunter sitting AFK in a corner with their wolf making that sound and you can't see them because they're shadow melded and stealthed?
I mean, you'll see the wolf.
No.
Wolves can't prowl.
Shut up. Swear a hunter was making a really annoying wolf sound while stealthing. Maybe they were just cheating.
You sure
I have
it
a
wasn't just
feeling that Aaron's trying to think of any excuse possible to say that hunters are bad.
Hunter is the most annoying class in the game by a large margin, alright?
honestly though? Like I was looking at a lot of the pets that you can get. I thought it was pretty funny. If you tame King Bangladesh, he has a Bangladesh, however.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, he has.
Bangladesh, come on.
When you tame him, he has a 300%.
A
Or
300%.
yeah, supposedly, at least people said that's what it was in retail vanilla. They don't know if that's actually like meant to be or not. But yeah, he had a 300% move speed. And there was other wolf. There was a frost wolf too that I had a. I think it was 225% speed with like talents and because there's the one that makes it so that your pet moves 30%.
Pet movement speed doesn't really matter though.